Court is calling 2023 CR 10008, State of Texas versus Randy Lee Elizondo. Can I have parties announced for the record for the state?
Andrew Harris,
Defense.
Juan Aguilera.
And are you Mr. Elizondo?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand you're charged with retaliation? That's a third-degree felony. Range of punishment is anywhere from 2 to 10 years in prison and up to a $10,000 fine. Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
I believe he has a rational as well as a factual understanding of the charges against him.
He does, Your Honor, and basically we filed a motion for competency and Dr. Smith made a determination that Mr. Elizondo was competent to proceed to trial. And based on Dr. Smith's findings, we find that he is
All right.
competent to proceed.
And do you believe he was sane at the time of the offense?
He was, Your Honor.
Are you ready to proceed with sentencing?
We are, Your Honor.
Anything you wish to say on behalf of your client?
Yes, Your Honor. We'd like for the court to consider two items. It's number one, that he be possibly probating the fine, if not all of it, a portion of it. In the Dr. Smith's evaluation, Mr. Elizondo, there's some issues as to his learning disabilities, also the fact that he suffers from bipolar situation. But basically, we are in the process, or Mr. Elizondo's in the process of applying for Social Security disability. So that's hopefully we can, that application will be successful and he'll be able to get some assistance. The other thing, although we are not in a mental health court or anything, if the court could possibly have him be assigned to the MIC unit, that someone who can deal with Mr. Elizondo's situation that Dr. Smith was able to detect and just basically during his evaluation of Mr. Elizondo. So do we ask for those two things, Your Honor?
All right. If you drug tested today, what are the results going to be?
Dirty.
And what are you going to be dirty for?
Weed.
All right. How often are you smoking?
About like once a blunt a day.
Okay. And who do you live with?
My mother-in-law.
All right. Do you have
Mother-in-law.
children?
One children and I have one on the way.
All right. How old is your child?
10.
And do you live with your child? Are they at the residence?
Yes.
When's the last time you had employment?
It's been a while.
So how did you have money to go to a sports bar to drink? Because they're saying you were intoxicated in the middle of the street. That's why they were called for a welfare check.
I was in the parking lot. I was in the middle of the street.
All right. So how did you have funds to go to a bar and have alcohol if you're unemployed?
I had asked for money. I had borrowed some money that time
From who?
from my mother-in-law.
All right. So this is what I don't understand. You're an adult male. Don't you feel some kind of way that you have to go to your mother-in-law? She's already letting you live with her. And obviously you and her daughter keep having children that you financially can't take care of. So she's having to financially take care of children, living with the fact that you all keep having children as though you don't know where babies come from. And then you're asking to borrow money from her and you're getting intoxicated. That could have been money
It was
for
just
your
a period of
10-year.
time I was going through a moment in my life. So right now I'm just trying to do better. And my lady does work. So we do not live off the mother-in-law.
You do.
But my girl takes care of me. We're a couple. We've been together for 12 years. So, you know, it's a thing we got for each other.
Well, that's a thing that I guess she is tolerating that. Sometimes people accept things, but you need to have employment. Because
Yeah, but how can I get employment if I don't got the right? Nowadays, people just go by judgment. They want to judge you for everything.
oh no, there are plenty of places that you can get employment at. Nobody's going to judge you at KFC. They just want to know, are you going to be to work on time?
Yeah,
to
but it's a
cook the
work.
chicken?
Is a pay good enough for you to live?
Well, guess what?
And nowadays, they don't even pay you enough to pay your rent to go
Okay.
shopping and groceries. So it's hard to live in this world like that.
You're right. So let me ask you this.
Especially when you don't got a car or when you got to get around.
Mhm.
It makes life harder on you, especially when you don't got no parents. I grew up all myself in my life.
Mhm.
You know,
So let me ask you this. If you have all those stumbling blocks in your life, where you say it's hard to get a job, you can't get around because you don't have a vehicle, because I guess via is too good for some people, and you can't get a job because people are judging you, then why do you keep bringing children in the world that you financially cannot support?
If that's how you feel, that's how you feel.
No, I mean, that's a fact. You are bringing children into this world. You don't have any money to provide them with clothing. Obviously, the person that you're with is financially taking care of your children. You are not. The grandmother is giving you a place to stay, and you're borrowing money from her to go to a bar. Those are the facts. So, what's your mother-in-law's name?
Angie, I already don't know too much. My girl's right there. She could tell you about her mother.
Oh, let's bring her up. Hello. Hi, can you raise your right hand for me, please? Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God? All right, you can lower your hand. Keep your voice up so the court reporter can hear. All right, can you state your name for the record?
Gabriela Montes.
Gabriela Montes. So are you and Mr. Elizondo married?
Not by law. Maybe like 2 years. Oh, it was in 2020. We worked in the same company. So 20 years.
So you worked in the same company in 2020? So why did he no longer work there?
I really
At
don't.
that time, I was going through issues with myself.
I really don't remember, but I mean, he does like side jobs, I guess you could say, here and there.
Okay. All right. Thank you so much for giving me some insight. All right, he can come back.
Judge, I believe basically in just the evaluation that Dr. Smith made, I think there's probably the court can become cognizant of the fact that why he's unable to be employed. He kind of, with his bipolar situation, it's just kind of difficult for him to be able to probably hold jobs.
All right. This is what the court is going to do. There's to be no contact, 6 years deferred adjudication. Follow all TAP recommendations. Make sure that you stay in communication with probation. If you feel as though they're not addressing any issues, you can always come back to the court. Good luck to you.
Judge, wait a minute. As far as addressing the issue, as far as no contact with Ms. Del Rio or Ms. Gabriela, he's been living there for the last 10 years. I mean, it's just going to be kind of difficult for him to be out of that location.
Oh, that's why I ordered lifetime recovery.
But wouldn't it be better just for him to continue living there because he's employed?
No. So we'll see where we are after he completes lifetime recovery.
Lifetime recovery is how long of a process?
It depends on your client. Sometimes it's 90 days.
So we can come back and revisit the issue
Yes.
in 90 days. Okay. I will do that. Good. Thank you. May I
All right,
proceed?
you're welcome. Yes. Right. My understanding is your counsel has filed a motion to withdraw. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Are you hiring an attorney?
I would like another one appointed.
No. Are you hiring an attorney? This is the attorney that has been appointed to represent you.
I haven't spoken to my family about the matter yet.
Well, you need to speak to them because this court does not allow people to just say, I don't want an attorney. You just work your way, or you go down a list and you pick the attorney that you want. Court doesn't allow that. This is the attorney that's been appointed to represent you.
I just need to speak to my family.
All right. Are they visiting you at the jail? How are you going to speak to them?
Over the phone
All right. So when are you going to speak to them?
today.
Today?
Yeah.
All right, Ms. Fergus, can you recall this for Thursday? All right, we'll come back on Thursday and the court will hear your motion.
Thank you, Judge.
You're welcome.